So welcome back, you guys. As an installment to our mini series, we are now on the second part of strings. Today we'll be talking about how to work with some common string methods. To start off, we have string. So str converts any data type to a type string, may it be an integer, a tuple, a set, or what have you. If you enclose in a string method, everything will be converted to a string. So to illustrate, if you have an integer 1 assigned to the variable a, we have this scenario here. So a has integer 1, then just for illustration, we're going to print that out. We'll print out the type. And then for the next scenario, we have string a, converted a to a string, and then assign it to b, then print out b, and then print out its type. So as a result, we printed out a, which is 1, print out a's type, which is a type integer, then print out b, and then its type, which is a string. Next up is len. Format of len is the word len, and then inside the parentheses should be your string. Len returns the length of the string. So for example, you're printing out hello world with exclamation point, and you have hello assigned to variable a, and then print out the length of a. As a result, we have 12 and 6. If you count the number of characters inside this string, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Space takes up a count. That makes it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's it for that line. And then for A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the length of A is 6. For the next one, we have strip. Strip removes any white space from the start or the end of the string. So for illustration, we have A equals a set of string hello world with leading and trading spaces. So if you print out A, you print out the length of A and then the stripped version of A. That makes it hello world with trailing and leading spaces, and then the length of A, and then the stripped version of A. I printed count after that, so that makes it 12. So it printed out hello world with leading and trading spaces, the length of A, and then print out the stripped version of A, and then the count of the stripped A. That makes it 12. For the next one is split. Split splits the string by delimiter and turns them into a list. For example, you have B assigned with the value, the string value name, comma address, comma email, comma phone. If we use the split function here, B dot split, and then specify the delimiter, which is a comma, and then print out the result. Now you will have a list containing all the strings that you split by the delimiter. So by default, if you don't specify the delimiter, it is defaulting to a space. Next set is lower. Lower returns string all in lowercase. So if you print out hello world with capital H and then use the string method lower, you have to get hello world all in lowercase. You can use upper, which basically does the opposite. It returns a string in all uppercase. So if you print out hello world and you use upper method, you will have to get hello world in all caps. Replace. The format for replace is string dot replace, and then it should have the string that you wanted to replace and the string that you wanted to be replaced with. For example, hello world. You wanted to replace all the O's to a 0. So A dot replace, and then O should be character or the string that you want to replace, and then 0 is the character or a set of string that you want it to be replaced with. Make hello world without O but now with zeros. Combining strings. So we have several ways on how we can combine strings. First up is through a plus sign, which is a concatenate equivalent in Python. So it combines strings before and after the plus sign. So for example, we have A assigned with the string A plus string B plus string C. If you print out A, you get a combined version of it, which is A, B, and C. Next one is the method format. Format uses a pair of curly braces as placeholder, and that will have to be replaced by the arguments you specify inside the parentheses. So for example, you have a string with a pair of curly brace, space a pair of curly brace, then space a pair of curly brace, then use the format. Inside format, you have string A, string B, and string C. If you print out A, you have to get A space B space C. Okay, next up is join. Format for join is the delimiter dot join, and then inside join is an iterable. An iterable may be a string, a list, a dictionary, a set, a tuple, anything that you can iterate through. It iterates through an iterable and joins them by the delimiter. So for example, A is a set of strings A, B, and C, and then we'll join them by period. So period dot join and then A. If you print that out, which I forgot to do, you have A dot B dot C. Basically, join is the opposite of split, and it takes only one argument, which is an iterable. Next up is your percent operator. It uses %s as placeholder, similar to format, but format uses a pair of curly braces, and it'll be replaced by the arguments after. So for example, A is hello, and B is a string to be replaced by the value of A. Then if we print out B, we'll see the result. For C, you have this other way of using percent operator. Now, a string with %s space %s followed by your percent sign, and then all the arguments thereafter will be replacing those %s's. So if you print out C, so the first print is just the word hello, and then the triple A's replace the triple %s on C. Okay, so for application, I will leave you guys with some things to ponder upon, and just comment your answers on the chat box. Happy learning until the next one.